and welcome back to the Lotus Roche Ignite Show. I am super happy to have you here today. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room right around my table for you, your friends, and your frenemies. So go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, run and tell somebody that Lotus Roche Ignites is hot on the box, and I've got a young global leader today, and we're going to have some fabulous conversations. So before we get going really well, I'm going to encourage you, grab your notebook and grab your pen, because I always say note takers are money makers and note takers are change makers. And if you want to be a money maker, if you want to be a change maker, you've got to take notes. Follow the folks that's doing what you want to do. And so when you come in, go ahead, let us know where you're coming in from. We always like to know where you're coming in from so we can send a warm welcome and thank you to folks just like you and people in your area that come and check out the show. And of course, you always know I have people from all around the world that is here to help share a positive message that will inspire people and empower people all around the world. Because like I say, I like to help people ignite and take flight in every area of their life. Why? Because I am bringing inspiration to every nation. I know no boundaries and no walls when it comes to inspiring people and empowering people to be their very best and igniting and taking flight in every area of their life. And so I know sometimes when I come on, you all are saying, Lotus, what are you eating today? I love the meal that you had yesterday. What's in your cup? So I'm going to grab my cup and you grab yours. Today I have lemon and cinnamon tea with vinegar. That's right. I've got some vinegar and I use Bragg's vinegar with the mother in it. And no, I'm not paid to say this. I'm just telling you what I use. And I'm not saying it's going to cure anything, any ailments or anything like that. But I am saying it works for me. It helps with any blood pressure issues that I could have. It also helps with my gut health. And it also helps if you're trying to kind of whittle your metal, go ahead and take a sip every now and then. That's really good. And now I started off with the tea being hot, and now it's cooled off and it's cold, and it's really good either way if you drink it hot or if you drink it cold. So let's get right into it. I have a phenomenal guest this afternoon, and he is here all the way from Nigeria, Africa. So if we have any dropouts or anything going on with the computer, please take it for love, because he's here to share his love with all of us around the world. And he actually dropped out again a moment ago, but that's okay, because he'll be back. And today we are talking about a wonderful topic, and the topic is habits of global leaders. Habits of global leaders. We're going to talk about why it's important for global leaders to have powerful habits. We're going to talk about some of the habits of powerful leaders. We're going to talk about how you and I can also embrace a lot of these habits and make them our own. It's once been said that if a person does something 17 times, it becomes a habit. And so just like negative things, they can become a habit as well, just like positive things. So I want to ask you to put it in the chat. What positive habit are you modeling? What positive habit are you modeling? Put it in the chat and let me know. And I'm going to go ahead and check and see who we have coming into the show. And don't forget, like, share, start a watch party, and run and tell somebody about the Lotus Roche Ignite show. Okay, so we've got Camille, Fabulous Rob, is great to see you. I've got Angela Elton, Washington, D.C. Camille, where you coming in from? Thanks, Angie, for being here. You're so awesome. And we've got Jofel Pueblos. Hey, how are you? So Jofel said, hello to all global leaders and future leaders. It's great to see you, Jofel. Let us know what Providence you're coming in from. And so with that being said, many of you know that I do a lot of business globally to help corporations enhance their future in business and to reach out beyond the brink of where they are. So today I have a phenomenal guest, Mr. Sam Ebube, all the way from Nigeria, Africa. And so his connection is back and he's back in the studio. So I'm going to go back and get my guest, Mr. Sam Ebube, as we discuss habits of young leaderships or young leaders. Okay. So if you have a young person or even a person who's been around in business for a while, go ahead and tell them, like, share, start a watch party, run and tell somebody that now I've got Mr. Ebube from Nigeria, Africa. We are discussing habits of young leaders. We'll be right back. That's right. We've got the global leader, Mr. Sam Ebube.
Who else would have done this if no be Jehovah Alpha and Omega, Dikena, Ọlọ́run tó ga, tó bí, tó fẹ́ olùgbéga, ló gbé mi ga, jọ ayé lọ. Ọba ọlọ́lá ti dá mi lọ́lá o, olùtúsílẹ̀ fọ́kàn mi balẹ̀.
Hello and welcome to the show, Mr. Sam Ebube. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing?
All right. I am great.
Hi.
It's great to see you. It is so great to see you. So we've got folks already streaming in and they're happy to have you here. And we're going to get right into it so that we can proceed.
I'm so blessed to be on the show.
Oh, gosh. It's okay, folks. He's going to be back. He is going to be back. And Sam, if you can hear us, I'm blessed to have you on the show. I'm blessed to have you on the show because you're doing such great work all around the world. And so, folks, come on in, get in where you fit in because I've always got room around my table. So, Sam, he's here. Go ahead, Sam.
Hello.
I think we can hear you. Hey, yes.
Wow. I'm so honored to be on the show today. Thank you, Dr. Richie, for having me on the show today. I'm so honored to speak with young people all across the world.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, I'm so delighted to have you. You do such great work all around the world. You're doing a lot of powerful things with a lot of powerful people, might I add. And you have music that is just setting the world on fire with empowerment and inspiration. And so I wanted to just touch base with you today and talk to you a little bit about what inspired you to be on the show today.
Yeah. First and foremost, a lot of things has been part of my inspiration, and I'm going to say this to watching us right now that for me, my past and my present, they are the tools that to do the things that I do. Every aspiring young leaders all across the world, to you, I must say this, and what I want to leave with you right now is that the people that you surround yourself, this is going to ignite the inspiration of what you do and what you become in life.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Sam, I think we can hear you and see you now. Okay, please continue. Okay, and I think he's finished with his statement. So today we're talking about habits of young global leaders. And so again, we thank you for coming on the show and just being inspired and surrounding yourself with positive people. So you have a global recognition as a leader. So what inspires you to take up that mantle?
Yeah, for me, there's so much that is attached to mantle as a word on its own. So I am so excited, I'm so honored to pick up the mantles of leadership in terms of
So I think his feed has gone out just a little bit,
to
folks, but it's
ignite
okay.
every young
Okay, there we
people
go.
all across the world. And I must, I'm extremely empowered for this season. And then when you look at a lot of things that is happening all around the world, you will see the youth has been referred to as the future leader. But and we are saying youth, young adults, we are the now future leader. So being in a state of leadership starts now. We
And I'm not sure if I'm frozen or if Sam is frozen, but I just want to say,
and tomorrow.
go ahead. There we go. All right, fantastic. So Sam, I know that you have, and folks, you see me looking that way because I'm operating from another screen. But Sam, I noticed that you have a lot of things that you're doing. You have books with great leaders all over the world, and I want to share, folks, with you some of the things that Sam is doing throughout the world. And this is his website. You can go to samebube.org, and he has something called Stay Alive. Of course, he's a great author, he's a great speaker, and he is a phenomenal singer as well. And as you see, this is his video, and I challenge you to go here and look at his video. It is amazing. It is amazing. And actually, one of my favorites, One Love, One World. And so, Sam, can you tell us a little bit about your One Love, your One World video? What inspired you to do that? All right. To do that. And so I think Sam might be frozen a little bit. Sam, can you hear me okay? And so I'm not sure if you can hear me, Sam, but what I was asking about was your One Love video. It's amazing. And I just wanted to know what inspired you to do that video as a leader, because that's one of the ways that you impact people.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, can I have the question again?
Of course, of course. Your One Love video. See, you impact people through your leadership. So, what inspired you to do that video? Because, yeah.
Okay. For me, I believe that there are a lot of ways parts people, especially people through leadership. Leadership has its own styles, it has its
Yes.
own trails and skills and essentials that we all need to learn from. Now,
Mhm.
for the young people, this leadership itself, this leadership book I'm working on
Mhm.
in May and
Mhm.
in October, the young people to and they said nay to and they stood to the they were clamoring for a new course of doing this they tagged it NSAS, and in the course of doing this they as the national statement on matters as then. And I realized that a lot of young people are not well equipped to take up the mantles of leadership. There are a lot of things that need to be put. Remember, we realized that when the colonial master wanted to hand over power to the leaders as at then, they didn't want to leave, but we asked that we want to take in terms of in terms of governance. And what really happened was that they handed the likes of Mandela, who all that a leadership should know, all the trails this he left a stage that up till now everyone is still celebrating. So all these leaders are all continent of Africa are the people that we all are looking up. If we want to take up the stage, is this how we want to rule? No. So we need to empower the young people skills. They need to know what are the essentials of leadership. This will help
Yes.
them to maneuver tough times, to
Mhm.
maneuver during well in this transformative time.
Mhm. Awesome. I really like what you said to maneuver tough times because a lot of times when we're faced with tough times, some of us become paralyzed. We're really not sure which way to go. We're really not sure which leadership to follow. And we get paralyzed and we don't know how to maneuver. So I love that. And that is one of the quintessential abilities of a great leader is to help people to maneuver not just in good times, but in tough times. So wow, that's very powerful. So folks, make sure you got your notepad and your pen because that's one of the ways that leadership goes viral from leaders that know how to maneuver during tough times. And if you are trying to learn how to maneuver during tough times, or even if you've had to learn how to maneuver during tough times, put a number 2 in the comment block. If you've had to learn how to maneuver during tough times, put in number 2 in the comment block. And so, Sam, you have a wonderful new book out discussing strategies of global leaders. Can you tell us about what inspired you to write the book first and foremost? And tell us the title of the book as well.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. A lot of great testimony all across the world. For the young global leaders, what inspired me to write this book is basically about the young people. Nothing more, nothing less. The young people need to understand that is in. We need to understand the past. I am that we need to. There are a lot of innovative digital inspire, empowers, of leading in this time is to serve, not just to be the boss. Years back, we realized that we have the likes make use of this fails at all. So all we need now is we need to start now. In fact, the actions now. So we don't want to take over the stage without having it. So we need to change our mindset. Other people have been, we've not seen any result yet. We want to take over this stage with a reset, and in fact, with an innovative approach.
Awesome. Awesome. Just awesome. So if you like what you're hearing and if you love what you're hearing from him, I would say don't procrastinate. Go ahead and grab his book. This book is chock full of wonderful information, not just by him. He is sought out. Yeah. He has sought out experts from around the world that are writing in this book to share with you wonderful ways how to really enhance your business, enhance your personal life, enhance just the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you behave. So grab your book. You can grab this book, go right to Amazon and get the book. I have the link showing there down below. And here's a picture so you know you're grabbing the right book. Fantastic. Fantastic. So Sam, we've got several folks on and they've made several comments. And when we come back, we're going to talk about question number 5. How many authors are in the book? Because like I said, your book is chock full of great information for people. And so if you can just share with us how many folks are in the book, and what type of impact are you looking to have from the book as it goes forward? We'll be right back. That's right, it's time for you to join Pro Network, where you want to be the professional networking globally. Go ahead and get your virtual seat and meet with the Pro Network. All right, and we are back with my special guest all the way from the wonderful country of Africa. That's right. I have none other than Mr. Sam Ebube. He is an author, he is a speaker, he is a trainer, he is a teacher. He is a singer, but most importantly, he is here with us today as we're sharing information about how global leaders become leaders, how they help inspire people all around the world. And our topic is habits of young global leaders. Okay. How do they take these habits and make them go global? How they do it? They come on broadcast just like this. And see, we've had some connection issues, but we're still here and we're making it happen. And so, Sam, we've got several folks that's chiming in, and I want to go ahead and acknowledge some folks. We have Gerard from the Philippines. He's here. We have Yagami-san from Kanachiwa Konnichiwa from Japan. It's great to see you. I'm happy that you're here. We have Lorfe all the way from the Philippines. All right. And we have Kibe, big hello from Kenya, Mr. Sam. And Joe Fel Pueblos, he is coming in from Santa Maria, Philippines. And we're happy to have you here. And my friend all the way from Germany, Mr. Sharik Javid, good to see you here. And Sam just lost his connection, but he will be back. And I like that Sharik said, Sam, your face is so innocent. Yeah, he almost looks like a little kid, right? And then we've got Miss Shirley Murphy. Miss Shirley Murphy, she's joining us from Nigeria. Great to see you, Shirley. And we've got Ezekiel coming all the way from Soledad. Good to see you. Happy that you're here. And we have the remarkable DJ Mike Freeland. DJ Mike Freeland, ain't no party like a DJ Mike Freeland party. He's here. He said he's a great man with the gifts from God. Proud of him and love his support. A man of civility. Yes, Mr. Ebube is. And he's one of the civility ambassadors as well. And we didn't get to chat about that yet. But hopefully we will. Hopefully his connection will come back and we'll go back to it. And Wang Lee, good to see you. Says, hey guys. And the remarkable queen of the lymphatic bowel. She's a lymphologist all the way from Chi-Town and the co-host of News You Can Use, Miss Hillary Gooden. And of course, many of you wanted the secret sauce from Mr. Ebube. So awesome. Looks like my guest is coming back. It looks like he's on his way back in. And Miss Shirley Murphy said, the young global leaders really need a mindset of change. That's the truth. And Sam's back here with us. I'm going to bring him on. And then Miss Roz Knighting Warfield is here. She says hello to Sam. And Sam, she's coming in from Texas. And Lorfe is here from the Philippines. And so, folks, all around the world, we're happy to have you here with my auspicious guest, Mr. Sam Ebube. Okay, so Sam, I hope you can hear me okay, because we see you back in the feed, so that's great. Can you hear me okay? All right. He may not hear me, but Sam, if you can hear me, I'm going to go ahead and put this question back up so we can talk about how many authors are in the book and why there's so many authors in the book. And for those of you that have not seen the book or don't know about the book is amazing. It's got a bunch of great leaders. So Sam, can you tell us how many authors are in the book and why? All right. I think we're both having a little interconnection problems. Okay, Sam. A bunch of great leaders. So Sam, can you tell us how many authors are in the book and why? All right. I think we're both having a little interconnection problem. Okay, Sam. Okay, so I think he may have lost his connection again. But for those of you that's looking for the book, if you're wondering which book I'm talking about his new book, and you can find it on Amazon. And it is Global Leaders Breakthrough, Young Global Leaders Breakthrough Approach to Leadership and Innovation. And that's the book right there. And you can see it's very affordable. You can go right here. And this is one book that he's releasing really soon. And then he's got another new book coming out, I believe, in another 2 months. So you definitely want to grab that book. Okay. And I think Sam is back. And so I'm going to remove that and wait for Sam to let us know about the authors in this book.
Wow.
So Sam, can you tell us about the book? Looks like he might have gone out one more time. So Sam, if you're able, if you can hear me when you come back, can you tell us about the book? Okay. And so for those of you that need leadership and that understand leadership and that's ready to really get your leadership thing on, this is a book that is a must have for 2021. Okay. I think he's back. Come back. Can you tell us about the book? Okay. And so for those of you that need leadership and that understand.
So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Reason from here. So I guess I have the likes of.
It's okay.
On the book.
Yes. Yes. I'm here. I can hear you. It's okay.
To world changers. World changers. I want every to be able to people's. It's okay. Leaders. Young Global is all about you. Great leader and not just young people to also relate with. Help young
All right. Fantastic. So we already kind of touched on what was your intention with writing the book. And we know from what you said earlier, you have such a heart to inspire young people, and you have such a heart to help them know that they can do, be, and have anything they want, and that they can be a leader no matter where they come from or what they look like. And I know that is a part of your intention.
Wow. My intent with writing the book, my intentions
Yes.
for writing this book. I have a lot of young people that I speak with all across the world, and I the passion roles in organization, in corporates. So I felt there is so much need for we to understand how to lead, especially with COVID. Uh, as an example of them now as we strategize administrative works, and a lot of them works from young people should be aware of, and that is what I have poured out in this book to help both the youth, the young, the one in organization across the world. So this will help young
Yes.
people to know what style of leadership and look at the skills. Now, for you to be a young global leaders, you relating with people, with your team, and you have to be courageous. The skills that I've outlined in this book, you have as a Dr. Clyde Rivers said one of these days, I've learned a lot from him. He said that whenever you are called to the table as a leader, you must remember that you are coming with a solution. So you are not coming to we've read and we've been with this. All you are expected to do is to bring
Yes.
how young people need to be flexible, adaptable. The whole world is going through a pandemic season, and how do you adapt? How this COVID, these are what we have shared in this young people across the world.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think you guys could hear me, but what I was saying, Sam, is that I think it's great how you put it. You have to have flexibility and adaptability. And in my opinion, your adaptability will help your advanceability, because again, it goes back to what you were saying. You have to be able to maneuver during tough times. So that's very powerful. That's very powerful. I really think that's great. So I'd like to also look at some of the other ideas that came to us as far as another question about you. And this is going a little bit to the book, but going to your music. So we want to know about your other books that you have coming up, your new music releases that you have coming, because you've got all types of videos. Like everywhere we turn, there is Sam Ebube. Sam Ebube is making his mark on the world, and I mean this is nothing new. When you see Sam Ebube, you see a man that is thriving, not just surviving. You're thriving through the pandemic. You're thriving through everyday struggles. You're just not letting anything stop you. And you're working with world leaders all over the world. So can you tell us a little bit more about what's next for Sam Ebube? And I think Sam may have lost connection really quickly, but let's see. There we go. Um, he may have lost connection. So since he may have lost connection, I'm going to go ahead and jump and look at some of our viewers. Hi, good to see you. Akiyemi, happy to have you here, taking up the mantle of leadership. Fantastic. And I think Sam is back. Okay. So Sam, if you would, can you share with us what's next for you?
Couple of work in the pipeline. Stay Alive Volume 2, where I have world leaders contributed their stories in this book, will be in February. And I'm also looking out releasing World Changers. And there is some in terms of the things, the way they see things. And presently, to hear this first on album. I'm excited to share this album. So for everyone that titled So these are what I'll be pouring out in music to the world this year, 2021.
Just so many awesome things. God is so richly blessing. Awesome. Awesome. And so, Sam, I know we're having a little bit of connection problems, and I'm not sure if it's on my end or your end, but I tell you, I am so happy that you're here today. And so, folks, we're going to take a quick break. And then we're going to come right back and we are going to put Sam Ebube back in the hot seat. So if you have a question, if you want his new book, if you want him on your show, if you need anything from Mr. Sam, I want you to put your question in the comment block. And we've already got one that just streamed in, and we are going to bring it up when we come back. But right now, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back and put Mr. Sam Ebube in the hot seat with a question from our viewers. We'll be right back. That's right. Welcome to the Lotus Rocher Ignite Show with the wonderful, remarkable Sam Ebube. He's a speaker, he's an author, and he's a singer.
If no be Jehovah Rapha, Alpha and Omega, Likena, Ọlọ́run tó ga, tó big, tó fẹ́ olùgbéga, ló gbé mi ga, jọ ayé lọ. Ọba ọlọ́lá ti dá mi lọ́lá o, olùtúsílẹ̀ fọ́kàn mi balẹ̀.
All right. And welcome back to the show. If you are just joining the show right now, I am humbly honored to have the remarkable Mr. Sam Ebube with me. He is a national statesman for youth to INC USA International. He's a music artist, he's an author, and he is here with us today, and I'm super happy to have him here. And today we are talking about habits of young global leaders. We're talking about some of the books that Sam has written. We're talking about some of the music that he has written and that he sings to inspire and empower people all around the world. And he's here with us today, and we're putting him back in the hot seat as we are taking a couple questions from you, the viewers, from all around the world. So very quickly, while he's coming back in, as you know, he's coming in from Africa, so sometimes the connection is a little not as strong as we'd like it to be, but he has not let a connection concern stop him. He is here today, and we've been sharing his story as best we can, even with the challenges with the connection. So I've got a question from Mr. Harris. Harris says, fast-changing trends, industry, and conditions needs great adaptability. Thanks, Sam. And you are so talented and awesome. And yes, he is. Also, Miss Bautista says hello from the Philippines. And I'm going to move this because Sam lost his connection really quickly. So it's kind of splitting my screen. So I'm going to move that for now. And yes, thank you so much, Grace, for your comment there. And we have Dr. Florence here with us. She says, great conversation. Thank you so much, Dr. Florence. And we have Mr. Unstoppable himself, Mr. Terrence Leffridge. He says, great rise in Lotus Rocher and Sam Ebube. Thank you so much, Mr. Unstoppable. It's always great to see you. And yes, we are having an unstoppable day. So folks, if you haven't liked, shared, and started a watch party, go ahead, like, share, and start a watch party, because you need to run and tell somebody to come on in and get in where they fit in, because I've always got room around my table, because I am bringing inspiration to every nation as we talk about habits of young global leaders with Mr. Sam Ebube from Nigeria, Africa. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break while Mr. Sam comes back. We're going to pay some bills around here, and we'll be right back. So stick with us. If you're an entrepreneur and you are ready to live the dream in 2021, well, come on and get on board with the visibility strategist herself, the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people, the phenomenal Patricia Rogers, as she presents Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2021. It's an online event that you don't want to miss. There will be several opportunities for public speakers, public TEDx speakers. You heard it right. Public TEDx speakers. Starting on February 25th, 2021, June 24th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, April 22nd, 2021, and August 26th, 2021. 2021. You don't want to miss this. Get at her at info@patriciarogers.com, info@patriciarogers.com, where unity and service, where people need people.
Hi. The Global She Rise Conference 2021 is here again. My name is Shelley Murphy, the founder of Women Reach Out with God Initiative, Raugi. I am super excited to invite you to our second She Rise Conference scheduled for the 30th of January 2021 with the theme, Break the Chain. Yes, you heard me. This is a brand new year filled with new opportunities and expectations to becoming more. But you may need to break free from every chain that had bound you. Break free from every negativity and situation that had made you go through life in a cycle. It is time for you to break free from that self-doubt, fear, and limitations that hindered you in 2020. Because it's time to rise and shine in your life, your business, your career, your marriage, and of course, your health. It is time for us as women to rise together to support, empower, rebuild, and reshape the future. We have a lineup of amazing and phenomenal speakers that will take us through it all. So all you have to do is click on the link to register and invite other women around you to do the same, and you all will be glad you did. So join us for a transformational experience, January 30th, 2021. See you at the conference. Bye.
That's right. Make sure you grab your virtual seat for Women Reach Out with God Initiative on January 30th, 2021 with the phenomenal Shirley Murphy, Lourdes Roche, Hillary Gooden, Pamela Lou Hing, Janet Nimbizzi, and much, much more. And don't forget, the remarkable Dr. Florence is going to be in the house. So you need to get in when you fit in with the Women of Rogi Reach Out with God Initiative, bringing the She Rise Conference to you. All right. And I'm super duper happy to be back. We have had a phenomenal time thus far with our phenomenal guest, Mr. Sam Ebube. Mr. Sam Ebube is joining us from Nigeria, Africa. And of course, he's had a little technical difficulties with his connection, but guess what? He connected here today as we shared candid conversation about why it's so important to have great habits. And we talked about some of the habits of young global leaders. And I hope that you all took your notepad and took your pen and wrote down some of the things that he shared about global leadership, why it's important. He shared his passion and his intent about why he is doing what he's doing all around the world. He also shared his wonderful new book that's coming out. You can go on to Amazon and grab this book. It's called The Young Global Leaders, a breakthrough approach to leadership and innovation in transformative times. And after all, we know Coming out of 2020 has been almost hellish, and it has caused us to pivot, change, and transform. And so, if you are seeking ways to pivot, change, and transform, this is a book that will help you help yourself ignite and take flight in the transformation and innovation and leadership of your life. So grab the book. It's very affordable. You can go right to Amazon and get it, and it will, if you allow it to, change your life. So make sure you get that book. It's going to help you. It's going to ignite you. It's going to help you to take flight in your life, in the passions of what you want to do, and help you to create more habits of young global leadership. And guess what? If you're over 20, even if you're over 30, 40, or 50, you're still young and you can still be a leader. Let the leader in you come out. And hey, I've got another comment by the remarkable Dr. Opende. She said, greetings from Manchester, United Kingdom, from the NGO Whisperer Masterclass Connecting People, hashtag raising funds, hashtag impacting lives. Well, guess what? She is going to be on the show this evening. And you don't want to miss this phenomenal show with Dr. Opende. She is a remarkable young lady. She's got a lot to share. She's got a lot to share this evening as we talk about a stellar topic when we are coming together to understand how nonprofits can raise money and can raise awareness. So you definitely want to see her on the show this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when we are going to be talking about how nonprofits can raise funds and can raise awareness, but also can raise the frequency on the planet. So make sure you're here tonight as Dr. Opende opens up and share some candid information. And don't forget, if you've got some questions for Dr. Opende, make sure that you are in the place. So have your face in the place and ask Dr. Opende some candid questions about your nonprofit. And if you don't have a nonprofit and you're looking to have one, don't hesitate. Ask the questions and she'll be happy to answer them. And guess what? You'll be happy that you ask the questions. And so until 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, I look forward to seeing you. Be blessed without stress. And remember to ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We'll see you back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the remarkable Dr. Opende. See you this evening. Good night and good afternoon.
Would have done this if no be Jehovah Rapha, Alpha and Omega, Dikena, Ọlọ́run tó ga, tó big, tó fẹ́ olùgbéga, ló gbé mi ga, jọ ayé lọ, ọba ọlọ́lá ti dá mi.